Okay, so today's question is, have you ever felt overwhelmed by responsibility? We're in Exodus chapter 18, and this is the chapter where Moses gets some wise counsel from his father-in-law, Jethro. And we learn a powerful lesson about delegation, about rest, and seeking help. It's a great chapter for anyone trying to lead or manage responsibilities. In verses 1 through 6, Jethro comes to visit. So Jethro, he's the priest of Midian, and he's also Moses' father-in-law. He hears about all that God has done for Moses and the Israelites, so he decides to bring Moses' wife, Zipporah, and his sons, Gershom and Eleazar, to him in the wilderness. Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came to Moses in the wilderness where he was camped near the mountain of God. So Moses, he's excited to see his family and he welcomes them. Jethro's curious about all the amazing things that God has done. And Moses fills them in on the whole story of how God delivered the Israelites from Egypt. In verses 7 through 12, we see Jethro's praising God. So after hearing Moses' story, Jethro, he's amazed and he gives praise to God. He says, "Praise be to the Lord who rescued you from the hand of the Egyptians and of Pharaoh, and who rescued the people from the hand of the Egyptians." So Jethro, he acknowledges that God is greater than all the other gods, and he's the one who has done this incredible work. Then Jethro offers a sacrifice to God, and Moses and the elders of Israel, they share a meal together in God's presence. In verses 13 through 18, we see Jethro see Moses overwhelmed. So the next day, Moses sits to judge the people, and from morning till evening, he's handling all the disputes and the problems of the people. Jethro watches this, and he sees Moses. He's just overwhelmed, and he says, "What are you really accomplishing here? Why are you trying to do all this alone while everybody else stands around from morning till evening?" So Moses replies that he's the one to represent God to the people and to judge between them when they have some issues. But Jethro sees a problem. In verses 19 through 23, we see Jethro's advice. So Jethro gives Moses some wise advice. He says, "You're going to wear yourself out, and the people too. This job is too heavy a burden for you to handle all by yourself." Jethro recommends that Moses delegate the work. Instead of handling every case himself, he's got to choose some capable men to help him and let them deal with the smaller issues. The difficult cases can still come to Moses. He says, "But select from all the people some capable, honest men who fear God and hate bribes. Appoint these guys as leaders over groups of 1,000, 100, 50, and 10. This way the burden is shared and Moses can focus on what he needs to do without burning out." Jethro also tells Moses that by doing this, it'll be easier for everyone because they won't have to wait in line all day to see Moses. So in verses 24 through 27, Moses follows Jethro's advice. So Moses, he listens to Jethro's advice and he selects capable leaders to help carry the load. The people are divided into groups and Moses only handles the most difficult cases. It works. The system is a success and Moses is able to continue to lead the people without getting worn out. After that, Jethro returns to his own land. So what's Exodus chapter 18 teaching us? First, don't try to do everything alone. Moses learned the hard way that trying to handle everything by himself wasn't sustainable. We're not meant to do everything on our own. It's okay to ask for help. Second, delegate responsibilities. When you're in leadership, whether at work, church, or in your family, make sure to delegate tasks to other people. God has equipped people around you who can help share the load. Rest is also important. Jethro's advice wasn't just about delegating work. It was about rest. Moses needed time to focus on the most important tasks, and others could handle the smaller things. And choose capable people who fear God. When delegating, make sure you're choosing people who are trustworthy and have a heart for God. That's the foundation for a strong team. So what's the final word from Exodus 18? God doesn't want you to burn out, and He's given you people around who can help carry the load. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a step back. Delegate some of that stuff and trust that God has provided others who can help you. And keep reading your Bible so you won't be dumb.